Hey guys, what is going on? In this video, we're going to discuss Instagram influencers versus Facebook ads, which one is better, which one's more powerful, some pros and cons of each, and how you can imply all of this for your own store. Stay tuned.
What's up guys, exactly what Corey was saying. Instagram influencers versus Facebook ads, okay? Now, we're not talking about like the 2017 influencers or the 2018 influencer or 2019 influencers perhaps. Lots of things that have changed. We're not going to make a basic ass video that everyone else has talked about, about posting on someone else's story and getting this many likes, whatever. I've read a lot of Instagram influencers in my lifetime, especially with the first couple of dropshipping stores that I've done. I was selling jewelry. We've talked about this before. And what I used to do was literally, back in 2018, I would literally just look up the best jewelry niches, whatever, or even like some meme pages, which wasn't a really smart idea because meme pages is like really like mixed. I would just say like, listen, like, here's my ad, like post it. And there's like the worst ads in the world too. They were just like picture ads, weren't even like videos of the product. It was like just garbage, okay? A lot of things have changed. And sometimes influencers want you to post stuff that actually belong to their page, like stuff that actually looks like their page. So what I mean by this is like, say you have a page that has like a bunch of black screen posts. So for example, like Ecom Street, like if we want to do an influencer shout out on a page like Business Ideas 365, you know who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a pretty popular like Instagram page. They have like 400,000 followers. Say we wanted to do an influencer post, we would actually have to make a post like theirs. So it would have to be a black screen post saying this is Ecom Street, why you should follow Ecom Street, etc.
For example, it would be like hood clips, for example, like those huge meme pages, like now and then they have influencer posts on Hood Clips, on WorldStar, all those huge pages, and most of their posts are like memes, right? There's like a caption and then a video. And now and then when they post an influencer post, it's just like a photo of like a new artist's cover or whatever, and it doesn't fit in.
No, exactly, right? And that's how influencers used to be when dropshipping first started. People would just post like a random video on their page, like on Ecom. It's like us posting a video of like health beauty product or something like from a dropshipping store. It doesn't make sense. And it would actually gain traction sometimes just because it was so like all over the place. But now that stuff doesn't work. So what I mean by changes is like you actually have to integrate what you're selling and what your ad is to the page that it belongs to. So another example could be with a dropshipping store that sells pet stuff, right? If you're trying to go on like a page like say like Hood Clips or something, you could actually have a meme of your dog or something using.
I think you're better off just doing a pet page though, like a big dog page.
Obviously. What I'm trying to say is, guys, regardless of what page you're going on, you have to make your ad look like it belongs to that page.
So that's number one. Make it belong to the influencer's like natural content.
With influencers, really, like it's definitely a lot cheaper. It's more of a one-time cost unless you are doing like multiple shoutouts per page. In general, like you can't really measure your like ROI unless like you're actually getting a lot of sales from it. There's no like Facebook ad metrics, right? Like if you just get sales, you're getting sales. You can't really measure the add to carts unless it's tracked on your pixel. You're not gonna have all the data displayed in front of you unless it's on Shopify. You can't really measure click-through rate or any of that stuff, right? The cost per click, none of that. So you can't. There's no means of scaling either. You can't scale your influencer posts. Only just keep posting. And then again, if you keep posting on one page, it's just gonna get like saturated. It's just gonna like it's the same audience seeing the same thing. And the only way to avoid that is just to post different ads, like different creators of that. But influencers do work still. It's still like a really good thing. Like so many people use influencers. Even like Kylie Jenner, she's an influencer. People ask her to shout out their brand, right? That's an Instagram influencer.
But most dropshippers, I feel like a lot of dropshippers, like when they do influencers, it's when they do it on a page, like not a personal influencer.
But
like
you can get someone to do it. Personal like influencer on Instagram.
Depends what you're selling though. If you're selling like jewelry or clothing, then yes. If you're selling a pet like bowl or something of that manner, like maybe not.
Kylie Jenner's her own influencer for her Kylie Skin brand.
Yeah, beauty stuff.
She literally just has a video of her putting on her Kylie Skin and she shows it to the camera. She's like, look at my new brand. And then it has like 1 million followers. Yeah. That's what she's doing. She's just posting pictures or videos and they don't even look like ads, right? She's not saying, guys, buy now. Like it's just like her using it and she's like, here, if you want to check it on my page, go right ahead.
Another pro of Instagram influencers is like you kind of own the audience if you do. Facebook, like, it's more competitive, I guess, but with like the Instagram page, like you pay, and like the entire audience sees your and hopefully only your post.
It's competitive in the sense that people are going to use the same products, obviously, right? Like the product is still competitive, but in terms of like the ad space, it's not. Because not everyone's going to different pages.
Exactly, that's what I meant.
It's hard to find pages, like the response time for influencers could be kind of a pain in the ass.
And the biggest one for me, which will also like bring me into my whole thesis of Facebook ads, is that it's not truly scalable. After that whole 24-hour period or 48-hour period that they have your post up, it's rather deleted or it's usually deleted, right? So you can't really you're not continuously scaling. So if you want to be back up on that person's page, you got to pay them again, wait for them to post it. It's a hassle. With Facebook ads, you launch ads, you schedule your ads to run, and they run forever until you turn them off. Not Facebook. They won't turn your ads off for you. You're turning them off yourself.
Unless you're disabled.
Unless you got no money. But
for that.
So that's one true beauty of Facebook. You can consistently run and scale your ads overnight, no headaches, no worrying about PayPal and the influencer in the morning. Like, you just know it's done with, it's dealt with, and they'll bill you consistently. That's number one. Number two, you have so much access to all of these metrics, right? So like, Facebook provides an unreal amount of data for you to analyze when you're looking at your ads, like cost per click, CPM, of course how many purchases you got, and your overall ROI. Beyond that, there's so much more to offer. And with Instagram influencers, like, there isn't. Like, you can see how much clicks you got, and I guess that's about it. Like, you can't really
even see the clicks unless you ask like the influencer and stuff. Like, how's my post doing?
Well, say you spend $100 and you got 100 visitors to your site, and you have $1 cost per click. Well, if you're not running Facebook ads too. On Instagram influencers, it's kind of hit or miss. So you can choose a great one, and the audience will react great to it, and they'll buy a ton. Or you just messed up, it wasn't the right place at the right time, and you get nothing. With Facebook ads, though, you can create multiple ad sets and have multiple targeting in there, right? So you can choose one interest for this ad set, different one, so on and so forth. So say, 2 out of 3 of those don't work, at least you have one that actually worked. With the whole influencer, it's like you only had that one and it failed. So you kind of just like shit out of luck, right? That's my honest opinion. So personally, do I use influencers? Rarely, no. If I ever choose to do a clothing brand down the line or something like that, like huge companies like Gymshark, Kylie Cosmetics, all that stuff, of course they use personal influencers. But for dropshippers, posting your stuff on like a video gaming page, I think those days are over. Like, Instagram's organic reach is really declining. Yeah. And you're much better off waiting for TikTok to start up. Let's be real here.
Yeah, you're better off doing like influencer TikTok stuff too.
And if you're having this question too, Twitter is out of the game too.
Twitter's always been out.
Twitter influencers suck, and their ad platform too, because they also have Twitter ads, right? But their ad platform,
it's garbage.
I've been there before. It's garbage. It's very hard to navigate, very hard, to actually do anything in there. So
I'm sure it works for some people, but
maybe
I don't know.
We'll see. Of course, there's some kind of something.
Yeah. Anyways, that pretty much wraps up for this video, guys. Influencers, they still work. Facebook ads definitely still work. It all depends on just what you want to do, how fast you want to see those results too, because influencers are also pretty quick too. You can get some pretty good traction on there.
A little challenge for you all if you're still watching. What is your personal experience with Instagram influencers? I actually really want to know. If you ever use
comment below, guys.
Is there something that you like about them? Is there something that's like bad about them that you don't like? Comment below. We're going to answer to you, and we will see you guys in the next video.
Take care, guys.